All right, so we've gotten a little bit of feedback about some of the workouts, and some people have recognized that the intensity of some of the workouts has gone up a little bit, and that's not by accident. The gym is getting fitter, and we want to ensure that when anybody shows up, that the fittest person as a member of our gym gets a good workout, progresses, while at the same time, the least fit member, somebody who's just starting, completes the workout and feels successful. So we're gonna talk today about how to scale or adjust workouts, okay? So there's three primary ways that we can make a workout either more or less challenging. First, most obvious, we can always add volume. We can increase the number of reps or increase the amount of time we're performing an exercise for. And that means in the exact opposite, by decreasing the amount of reps or decreasing the time, we decrease the challenge. The next way is by load, in terms of how much weight we pick up. The greater the weight, the greater the challenge. We also like to consider load in terms of the height of a box. The higher the box gets, then the more challenging it's going to be. We can also talk about speed or power. The faster that we produce a movement, the more challenging it's going to be, the more energy it's going to take. And we look at the difference between, say, a box jump and a box step up. The box jump is going to burn energy a lot faster. And then the third way we can adjust a workout or make it more or less challenging is by looking at the skill or increasing the complexity. So going from a kettlebell swing to a full clean. The hinge movement is the same, but now we got all the complexity of the upper body in control. Going from a two-legged squat to a single leg lunge, that increases the complexity. Going from single unders to double unders, that takes the skipping skill and adds gymnastics. So if ever we want to make a workout more challenging, we're going to increase or alter one of these three, meaning if you want to make a workout less challenging, the same three, we can alter these, but go back the other way. Now let's take a look at some specific examples of some workouts. All right, so here's the conditioning piece from one of the workouts coming up this week. We've got the three different divisions, comp, athlete, and fitness. Part of the reason for doing that is we want to help people understand or give a little bit of a target in terms of where to plan for or where to aim for when you're doing the workout, but also looking at the way the variance goes from the three different divisions, we can also get an appreciation or an understanding of how to scale or adjust. So if we look at this one, we're going to start with a 1,000-meter row. Now, regardless of where you are, we're all going to row 1,000 meter. That's a buy-in. And then we're going to go to 50 thrusters. So the volume's going to stay the same regardless of what division you're in. Okay, if we're looking at competition, we're going to recommend either 50 for gentlemen or 35-pound dumbbells for ladies. Okay, now we got one of these in each hand. If we go down to athlete, now we're going down to a 45-pound barbell. So we've reduced the load significantly, but kept the volume the same. If we go down to fitness, again, we've reduced the load. Now, maybe we want to get better at lifting a barbell or becoming more with a barbell. And say we do 45 pounds, we can always work with the heavier barbell, but adjust the volume if we want. We look at pull-ups. We go from competition, strict pull-up, or a kipping pull-up. Those are the options. If we go down to athlete, now we have kipping or jumping. This is a lower skill move than kipping and a less challenging move than strict. If we go down to fitness, we're looking at either jumping pulls or TRXs. Okay, again, a lower skill, less challenge. The way we can apply this during our workout is say we start the workout and we're like, okay, I'm gonna do my 1,000-meter row and then I'm gonna do athlete today. Okay, great. Say I get through 25 thrusters, I'm like, oh my God, this is killing me. I have to break it up every 5 thrusters. 45 is way too heavy for me. All we're gonna do is say, instead of doing 25, maybe we'll only do 40 reps. That's fine, we can adjust the volume. When we come down and say we wanna go into kipping pull-ups and we get maybe 10 kipping pull-ups and then we're getting really tired, we can go to jumping pull-ups. Say we do jumping pull-ups and we're getting really tired, we can always scale to TRX rows. Maybe it's 15 jumping pull-ups and 15 TRX rows. Just because we start in one division doesn't mean we have to complete the entire workout in that division. Maybe we start it with athlete and halfway through the workout we decide we're gonna switch to fitness, or maybe we're gonna take one component and we're gonna switch that to fitness, okay? Lots of options. Let's take a look at another workout. We'll see how to scale this one. So now, again, we have a row, a buy-in to start. And we have different lengths of the row. We're scaling the distance, okay? And decreasing or changing the volume. Maybe we started an athlete and we decide, you know what, that's a little much, so now we go down to fitness. Maybe we started in fitness, we're aiming for 400, we decide that's a little much, maybe we go to 300. That's okay. This is all about a learning experience, and we want to experiment, see what we're capable of. At the end of the workout, we evaluate. We say, okay, I went perfect and it felt really good. I'm gonna try a little harder next time. Or I went way too hot on the row, I'm gonna go a little bit slower next time. Now let's look at 10 rounds, okay, 8 tuck-ups and 12 Russian kettlebell swings. So 8 tuck-ups. If we're competition, we're gonna do V-snaps. If we're athlete, we're gonna do tuck-ups, which is a lower skill movement. And if we're fitness, we're gonna do sit-ups, again, a lower skill movement. Say we're doing 10 rounds, and halfway through 5 rounds, you're like, oh my God, it's taking me so long to get 8 sit-ups. Then maybe we'll just do 4 sit-ups. Maybe we're an athlete and we're like, these tuck-ups are killing me. So maybe we'll do 4 tuck-ups with 4 sit-ups from round 6, 7, 8, 9. That's fine. We look at the kettlebell swings. All we're doing here is adjusting load. What we could do is say we've picked up a 40-pound kettlebell and halfway through we decide, you know what, maybe that was a little much. Instead of doing 12, maybe we'll do rounds 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 with only 6 as opposed to 12. We're decreasing the volume. Maybe we go over and we get a lighter kettlebell. That's fine. And then again, we go back to the rolling buyout. Say we started round 1 and we're like, okay, I'm super motivated. I'm gonna do competition all the way through. And then we get towards the end and we don't have the energy to do 500 meters. That's fine. Maybe we'll do 450 or less. The key is we want to adjust and we want to train within our capacity. Everything on the board is strictly a recommendation, and we're trying to give guides in terms of how to adjust, okay? And we don't always have to complete all the way through all 5 rounds. Like I said, maybe the first 2 rounds we're an athlete and the next 3 rounds we're in fitness. Or maybe we do all the entire workout in tuck-ups and we do 5 rounds at 40-30 and then we do 5 rounds at 30-20. These are all ways to adjust, okay? And we want to make sure that you have the best workout possible and nobody knows you like you. So if you have questions, let us know. If you have more feedback about the workouts, let us know. This is how we make the workouts better.